I started off by preparing my dry pigments. I chose to use eyeshadow, so I took the time to scrape the pigments out of the pan and putting them onto the styrofoam plate. So when I add the egg, it's easy to mix and use from that plate onto the painting. Moving on to preparing the egg, I'm just sifting it back and forth to get rid of the egg whites. You want that completely gone. I'm gonna then move it onto the paper towel to further dry up the egg yolk. So what you want to get just the egg yolk sac completely dry so it's easy to manage, and then you poke a hole into the sac and drain out the egg yolk. You don't want to add the sac into the mixture. Once your pigment and your egg yolk is ready, add a splash of water to the egg yolk to add a little bit of a watery consistency to it so it's easier to mix in with the pigment. Slowly add your egg yolk to your pigment. I might have added a little too much egg yolk for the amount of pigment that was on that plate, but nonetheless, mix it up till you get a good consistency and you're ready to paint. For my painting, I chose to recreate my best friend's maternity photo shoot. It was a portrait, so when I think of Renaissance, I think of portraits of women, not necessarily maternity portraits that were done back then, or even semi-nude, other than like the birth of Venus. I just thought she looked beautiful, and it was like the first thing that popped into my mind. So I'm using all pigments mixed with the egg. It was actually really fun painting it. I wouldn't expect a mixture of pigment and egg to paint such vivid colors. I have noticed blue is very popular for backgrounds in Renaissance paintings, so this is a final product. I'll put it against my mirror because